Everyone wondered how to get rich. In this video, I will tell you about 5 reasons that hinder you on your way, in my opinion. To start, it's simple. If you want to achieve true wealth, you have to be willing to put in the necessary work to get there. Most people don't achieve wealth because they are lazy, a lack of motivation, they have low confidence, or no one is supporting them. Confidence is key when it comes to success and wealth. Your level of self-confidence is a critical factor. Just remember one simple thing: the more things you try, the more likely you'll figure out what you like and want to do. In terms of motivation, many people think someone will come along and motivate them. But I often repeat to myself, no one is coming to the rescue, and I must take charge of my own life. From writing out clear goals to surrounding yourself with people that support your goals, you can get on track towards a wealthy life. The first reason: anyone can become rich. The average person has grown up in a family where he has never met or known anyone who was wealthy. He goes to school and socializes with people who are not wealthy. He works with people who are not wealthy. He has a social circle outside of work who are not wealthy. He has no role models who are wealthy. It has happened to me. Like this video if it was with you too. If this has also happened to you throughout your formative years, up to the age of 20, you can grow up and become a fully mature adult in our society, and it may never occur to you that it's just as possible for you to become wealthy as for anyone else. This is why people who grow up in homes where their parents are wealthy are much more likely to become wealthy as adults than people who grew up in homes where their parents are not. So, people don't become wealthy as it never occurs to them that it is possible for them. And of course, if it never occurs to them, then they never take any of the steps necessary to make it a reality. The second: it's up to you. The primary reason for underachievement and failure is that the great majority of people don't decide to be successful. They never make a firm, unequivocal commitment or definite decision that they are going to become wealthy. I really like this phrase: tomorrow may be too late. In my opinion, that people don't become wealthy is that they never decide to. Even if a person reads a book, attends a lecture, or associates with people who are financially successful, nothing changes until he makes a decision to do something different. Even if it occurs to a person that he could become wealthy if he just did certain things in a specific way, if he doesn't decide to take the first step, he ends up staying as he is. Repeat this phrase every day. If I continue to do what I've always done, I'll continue to get what I've always got. Procrastination. The third reason that people don't become wealthy is procrastination. People always have a good reason not to begin doing what they know they need to do to achieve financial independence. It is always the wrong month, the wrong season, or the wrong year. Business conditions in their industry are no good, or they may be too good. The market isn't right. They may have to take a risk, or give up their security. As a result, they keep putting it off, day by day, month by month, year by year, until it's too late. Even if it has occurred to a person that they can become wealthy, and they have made a decision to change, procrastination will push all their plans into the indefinite future. The fourth: save money. People retire poor is what economists call the inability to delay gratification. The great majority of people have an irresistible temptation to spend every single penny they make and whatever else they can borrow or buy on credit. If you cannot delay gratification and discipline yourself to refrain from spending everything you make, you cannot become wealthy. If you cannot practice budgeting as a lifelong habit, it will be impossible for you to achieve financial independence. One day I've heard these words: if you cannot save money, the seeds of greatness are not in you. There is something to think about. The fifth: time perspective. The other reason that people retire poor is lack of time perspective. In a study conducted by Dr. Edward Banfield at Harvard University in the 1950s and published in 1964, he studied the reasons for upward socioeconomic mobility. He wanted to know how you could predict whether an individual or a family was going to move upward one or more socioeconomic groupings and be wealthier in the next generation than they were this generation. All his research brought him to a single factor that was more accurate than any other in predicting success in America. They called it time perspective. This was defined as the amount of time that you take into consideration when planning your day-to-day activities and when making important decisions in your life. Time perspective referred to how far you projected into the future when you decided what you were going to do or not do in the present. An example of long-time perspective is the common habit of upper-class families in England to register their children at Oxford or Cambridge as soon as the child is born, even though he or she will not be attending for 18 or 19 years. This is long-time perspective in action. The young couple that begins putting $50 a month aside in a scholarship fund so that their newborn child can go to the college or university of his or her choice is a couple with long-time perspective. They are willing to sacrifice in the short term to assure better results and outcomes in the long term. People with long-time perspective almost invariably move up economically in the course of their lifetimes. Do you like these kind of videos? Subscribe and watch more interesting videos on our channel. What do you think about it? Like this video if it was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Bye.